What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Micah. How you guys feeling? Hopefully you guys are good. We're going to be speaking on the Scorpios for this message, or for this video. Let's see what messages come out for you guys for the Scorpios. Oh, this one came out. Guess they want you to... Okay, look, Fern. This is perfect for starting your reading. Check this out. So I'm just going to read it off, listening as I read. Named after the fern, a hardly plant which is known to grow under difficult climate conditions. If you don't know what a fern is, I advise you guys to look it up on Google. But also, another relation to a fern can also be a cactus, right? Not necessarily plant related, but more so in the same situation as we're talking about in this discussion. So when we talk about fern or a cactus, they can, survive under hard climates, hard conditions, such as, for a cactus, hot weather. Everybody knows cactuses are normally found in the desert, and you don't really have to water them as much. One interesting fact about a cactus, though, I don't know too much about a fern plant, but I know about a cactus, they actually hold water. I once had cactuses as plants because I figured that, hey, I don't have to water them as much. Unfortunately, the vase fell, it dropped, it splattered everywhere. It is what it is, cleaned it up, and so be it. But I'm just letting you guys know that to understand that, hey, listen, when times get tough, you get tougher. You know what I mean? You keep going. You're like a fern plant, or in the case, if you don't know what a fern is, a cactus. You are able to grow and to achieve things under hard and tough climate conditions, right? Life choices, things like that. You're still able to grow. You're still able to achieve things. You're still able to get things done, right? So keep that in mind for my Scorpios, right? What other message do we have for the Scorpios? Let's see what else. All right, next one we have is scars, right? So I don't know if you guys have ever known about a scar. A scar is like, this could be emotional scars or physical scars. I have a few scars in my body that actually pertain, actually come from working in certain environments and things like that. I value these scars. At first, I was a drama queen about them. I didn't like them, you know what I mean? And I would say drama queen, I'm not talking about that feminine stuff. I'm just saying in general, how drama queens are. You don't like scars, you don't like this or that, right? And it doesn't have to be sex related. It's just how it is, right? Dramatic about it, right? So a scar, I'm like, oh man, I ain't gonna heal, this and that, But you learn and you grow to love your scars, and you love not only your physical scars, like these ones that I have right here, you know what I mean? But more so even, like I've got rare rashes and stuff like that. But we're talking about even emotional scars and spiritual scars, right? Things that are emotionally attached to you. Like I've had scars where people, hurt me and things like that. And I learned to appreciate those scars because they put me through moments and, put me through situations where I grew like a fern. You know what I mean? I was able to realize that, hey, I can actually grow and actually mature under tough and ridiculous even climate situations, right? So I want to let you guys know, when you guys have these scars, these emotional damages and things like that, appreciate those times because it's going to be times where you're able to overcome them, and you're going to look back on it and you're going to say, wow, I did that. You know what I mean? Let's see what else we got for the Scorpios. All right, it look like you guys are having a pretty good reading. It look like there's some warriors over here, my Scorpios. All right, so now we have focus on the positive. So this is coming right after these scars. So you guys might have really went through some damaging moments, right? They want you guys to focus on the positive, right? Message came out for you guys relating to, hopefully you guys are understanding that, yes, negativity things do happen. Yes, negative things do occur for you to pay attention, or for you to even grow with these negative things, or away from these negative things, or help you to mature because of these negative things. However, we still got to focus on the positive. We got to be optimistic sometimes. We got to, just focus on the things that we can, grow from. Like if something happened, how can we grow from it? You know what I mean? So just focus on the positive. Try to be a positive individual. It's not going to be easy, but you're going to have a better result being a negative person. Because if you're fighting negative with negative, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be a crash dummy. You're just going to end up trying to kill this person, or, do something crazy. So you fight positive with negative. What happens? You fight negative with positive. Excuse my I'm finding that word. Excuse my misplacement of the words. That's what I meant to say. I ain't gonna let, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna let them stop me. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna get the message out. But listen, they're not gonna stop the message from getting out. Don't fight negative. Don't fight negative with negative. Fight negative with positive. Because when you fight negative with positive, you being optimistic. You're like, you know what? I'm not even gonna deal with you. Why? Because I'm got two better things going on over here. Now, self-defense is obviously, you gotta do what you gotta do, but if you ain't gotta do it, and they want you to lure you in there, because there's been countless of murders that have lured people in, like literally taunted them to come into the cave or come into the situation, and they got them. I knew one recently that just happened where I'm from. So let's let's look at things for what it is and not react in that way. Just be optimistic. Of course, not look at negative things like positive things and be like, oh, everything's go lucky and my parents and my people's them people might really stab you in the back for real. You better just but when I say positive, but more so look at it, instead of going back and forth with them, say in a positive manner, I just keep my distance, because I know me and you don't get along, so I keep my distance and I'll go that way with it. I'm gonna keep the peace, you feel me, on my end. You ain't gotta like me type of thing, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta like me, you ain't gotta mess with me. But I'm gonna keep the peace on my end. I ain't even gonna give you that time of day type of thing. Embrace the flow of life for my Scorpios. Allow things to happen on its own. I spoke on this, and I think I don't want you guys to get confused when I say embrace the flow of life and allow things to happen on its own. Of course, if you're fighting a case where like for an example, I've seen people, or I saw videos where people would go to jail or go to prison, innocent people, and then they, they will be tried as guilty or whatever. Fight that type of case. You know what I mean? Fight against that. I'm talking about situations. Yes. Okay. Here's the thing. When I say release control or embrace the flow of life, and release control, it's not a matter of saying don't go against or don't try to batter yourself. It's more so if it will happen once you, when you put the effort in, is what I'm saying is when you put the effort in, let things happen on its own after that. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that don't go against something that's not, not supposed to happen to you or things like that. What I'm saying is, when I say embrace the flow of life, is once you put the effort in, leave it. You know what I mean? Mentally, just go on to the next subject. It's like if you're shooting videos or you're shooting movies or something. You can't control if people like your videos or like your movies. If you go to the gym, you can't automatically say, I'm going to be fit the first day I step in that gym. No, that's just not how it works, right? That's just not how it works, So let's just embrace it, embrace the flow of life. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to work out, or I'm going to train. I'm going to let whatever happens after that. If I decide to go get a piece of ice cream or some chicken, I'm going to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just them moments that you have, them bad days and them good days, just embrace all of those moments, because everything plays a part within your life. Embrace the flow of life, guys. Let's see what else we have. And girls, you know what I'm saying? But I say guys as plural. Don't take offense to it, please. Or you know what I'm saying? All right, next we have is Avalon. So spiritually, get connected with your spiritual side, right? This is definitely I feel like a white energy, like a godly energy I'm picking up. Like I feel like, you're contacting your spiritual side. A lot of us have animals, like spiritual beings, spiritual animals, spiritual allies that, come together with us and help us fight off our demons, the demon spirits that are on this earth today, right? We just got to be aware of them. The butterflies, the bees, all of that. When you're talking some good stuff and they come and fly around you, those are your spiritual allies. You might not know it, but they are. You know what I mean? So pay attention to your surroundings. It'll help you be more in depth with life, and it'll help you be a lot more clearer, and help you just be happy. Like you just feel the energies and be able to avoid certain situations. When you peep certain things is not always on point, and you're not overlooking a lot of craziness that is right there in front of your face, you'll start to see what I'm talking about. So make sure that you guys are, paying attention to the spiritual allies or the spiritual beings or them spiritual little fairies, such as known as butterflies. Like they're butterflies, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you feel me? They could potentially be a fairy, or a beetle could potentially be a fairy if you said some deep stuff and then all of a sudden they came around. Come on now. God never dies, therefore I cannot die. A symbol of God's omnipresence and the perpetual existence of the human spirit, right? So the human spirit does not die. Your flesh might give in. Your flesh, this is rented. You didn't. Let me take that back, because that would have been all wrong on the internet. Your soul is yours. You actually, it's it's not even, you don't even earn a soul. What it is you are the soul. You know what I mean? So it's something that you can't, like, okay, when you see people selling their soul, what happens is they're doing things that they wouldn't do necessarily, but for a cost. You just sold your soul, right? So you got to be mindful of that. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be mindful of selling. Of course, you shouldn't sell your soul, right? You shouldn't be doing things you're not supposed to be doing. That's selling your soul, regardless how you put it. You don't have to necessarily sign a dotted line, but if you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, or you don't want to do for the cost of money or the cost of something, you sold your soul. Retain it. You know what I mean? If you've done it, retain it back and do things that you're supposed to be doing or you want to do with or without a paycheck or with or without any benefits attached. Now, back to what I was saying, because I feel like I got lost track. Now, I got off track a little bit. But look, I'm going to reel it back in. So God never dies, therefore I cannot die. The spirit does not die. You are the spirit. Who you are is your soul. When your body is lifeless, right, and it's in the casket, the soul is not there. The soul is gone. You know what I mean? You was only renting that body. So you are the soul, but you rent this body. So your spirit does not die. So help it live on. Don't believe in this fairy tale. Let me tell you something. It's more unrealistic that there is no higher power than the fact that there is one. Because how do you explain the fact that when we die, how do you explain our spirit? You know what I mean? Like this, think about it. If really think about it. If it was none of that, then why is it that we can't just plug ourselves back up in a machine and then just magically appear back? You know what I mean? Like let's be realistic and think magical here. You know what I mean? I know it sounds like what are you talking about? But listen, it's just what it is. You gotta read between the lines when I'm talking to. You know, because some things I just can't be. You know, I'm gonna be broad, but some people's not gonna be able to understand. There's really no real set in stone thing. It's just you gotta be able to want to understand what I'm saying. If you don't want to understand and you're just on her the internet just looking and listening, and you don't want to listen, then it's not gonna make sense. But you gotta wanna know you gotta wanna believe. You know what I mean? You gotta wanna believe there's a higher power. But yeah, your soul ain't dying. You know what I mean? Your spirit don't die. Therefore, it cannot, because when you're in the power of, when you are representing in the higher power, you're a representation of them, right? I'm not saying you are God or you soon to be God. You're a representation of God, right? So when you are walking in the light of the Lord, and you know, when I say walking in the light of the Lord, meaning you're out here helping people, or at least you're trying. You know what I mean? People obviously that's doing you dirty, leave them alone. There's no point in entertaining that. I'm just saying, within your life, you've helped, you've assisted, you've cared, you've done all of these highly good things, these quality things, and you are representing the God, right? So when you represent God and what He wants as to be His example, you will receive messages, desires, dreams, all of these things. It's gonna come your way, wisdom even, and you're gonna use that into your physical life. So when I'm talking, I'm receiving all this information, like when I'm reading and all of that stuff, watching videos, it goes in my brain, and then I use that in my day-to-day habits, you know, so I understand how to speak to people, I understand this and that, and then now that I'm sharing this information with you guys, if you guys are of the light workers community, you don't necessarily have to do readings, you don't necessarily have to talk to people, but you can implement these things within your day-to-day basis, right? You can take inspired action to what I'm saying, like hopefully you do, right? But yeah, next one we have is Battle with Time for my Scorpios. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but I will go deep into it. Things happen, like, you know what I mean? That's as simple as things get. Let time play out. I promise you, look, before you call somebody your friend, your family, your ride or die, give it some time. You know what I mean? Give it some time to slip up, or not saying you intentionally want them to slip up, but give them some time to see if they do. Before you just self-proclaim, like, yeah, give them some time. I'm gonna have family members, I'm gonna link back up with them, like, yeah, you feel me? Rekindled it, thinking that they changed. They ain't changed not one bit. I give them some time. Guess what? Sneak this to me on the internet. Whoa, like, you feel me? But you know, your boy Michael, we ain't stunning that. We're grand. Like, what? I know that's what the devil wants me to do. He wants me to advocate. Now, unless it's self-defense where I really gotta, you feel me? I ain't gotta do that though. Like if I can avoid it, I'm gonna avoid it because I know that's a trap. You know what I mean? I'm not no lobster. I'm not Mr. Krabs. You ain't finna trap me in no box, especially when I can avoid it. Look at SpongeBob. You realize he was cooking in a lobster crab? Y'all ain't peeped that? Y'all ain't peeped that Krabby Patty, crabby meat? Y'all gotta look into all of this stuff, man. And I'm not saying that Nickelodeon is bad enough. I'm just speaking on there's plenty of different signs and things that we can use in our real life situations. People trap people for real. Like I spoke on earlier in this video. They trap people for real. So if you can avoid it, that's the best thing to do. Avoid it, because it's like, things will get better with time. You'll soon, this is how I tell them. This is how I talk to myself. I be like, they'll soon, fail anyway. Like, I'm not worrying about them. Why? Because they worrying about me. They worrying about my success. They worrying about my growth. So clearly, if they worrying about me, the best thing I'm going to do is avoid that person. That person's envious, jealousy, all of that. All of the above. Like, it's that nasty. They'll stab me in a heartbeat. Don't stay away from that person. Now, if I need to, do my whatever. But I ain't speaking of it to existence. It's just, I'd rather avoid it. I ain't trying to play no tough guy. Because let me tell you something about playing tough. Right? All this playing tough thing, you ain't tougher than a bullet and you ain't tougher than a blade. So that playing tough thing don't get you nowhere. I don't care how big you are, strong you are. Everybody falls to the knees at one point. We fall to our knees to pray. You better if we fall to your knees to pray. You see what I'm saying? You better let go of that ego for the God. So if you fall to your knees to pray, you're going to fall to your knees to a blade and all of that too. That stuff is made to puncture our wounds. But our spirit obviously keeps going and keeps pushing. But I just want to give you guys that valuable life lesson that you ain't got to be tough all the time. And when it comes down to people, let them play themselves out. When you have these group of cliques that want to beat you up, man, there ain't no loyalty amongst thieves anyway. You feel me? All these people that's trying to click up and go against you. I'm seeing people click up just to split up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Click up just to split up. Because they ain't loyal to themselves. How they going to be loyal to each other? They wasn't loyal to me, so I know they ain't going to be loyal to each other. You feel me? Come on. Just giving y'all some good valuable advice here. Better with time. It gets better with time, right? All right, let's see what we got for you guys. I know y'all love these readings, man. I know y'all, because it's like when y'all heard it, but mind you, I be getting this information when I watch videos and read books, and I be listening to music and all that, and it's just like, I be do that, whoa, like that was real. So what I do is, I bring all this information in my life that I've learned, and I apply that. When I read a card, I elaborate on it in my form of way, and I'm giving y'all, let's put it like this. It once dawned on me, right, which means that it once came to my attention, that somebody could spend 10 years in jail and 10 years in college and come and tell me there's two experiences within 10 minutes. Within 20 years of experience, technically speaking, because it's 10 years and 10 years and 20 years of knowledge. Well, no, we're not going to say 20 years of knowledge. No, yeah, we will say that, because technically if you went to college for 10 years, God forbid, and you went to jail right after that, that's 10 years and 10 years. So that would be 20 years for whatever information that you could potentially gain from these two people that I could learn in 10 minutes. Somebody could tell me something they went through in 10 years and 5 minutes. They could tell me a valuable lesson they learned. Somebody else that went to college could tell me a valuable lesson they learned in 10 years. They could tell me that in 5 minutes. So within 10 minutes of 20 years of college and jail, I've learned two valuable lessons. And you can learn lessons through any situation. I just gave y'all that rundown because I want to show you how valuable wisdom is and how crazy you can get it from different situations. Two completely opposite spectrums, college and jail, right? Two completely opposite. One's going this way, one's going that way. So, you know what I mean? But I'm just giving y'all the heads up. I'm not saying you got to go and get information from everybody, but that's just the reality of it. So when you see me and y'all listen to me talk, I'm getting all this information from different resources, and it comes together in like one bundle, and I'm providing it to y'all. So y'all getting some good information, believe that. So peace. Scorpios, all you guys wanted was peace. That's all you ever wanted. You just wanted to be peaceful. Let me tell you something, right? If you guys are having family issues, friendships, all of that, best thing to do, I ain't saying you gotta straight up not speak to them if you in public. You could whatever. If they bring that drama, you like brush them off, like whatever. Don't turn your back completely, because they might. You feel me? You gotta walk away slowly, type of thing. Like, you feel me? Use your discretion if that energy is still there. Like that energy is like uppity up. Use discretion. Make sure that you defend yourself at all times. If things get life threatening, of course, I will promote self-defense no matter what. I will not tolerate my light workers getting done up or run down because of they decided to not tolerate somebody's BS. That's extremely selfish on their behalf, and I don't agree with that. Now, what I will say is when it comes down to peace, if you want to keep peace, the best thing to do is stay away from these people or resist hanging with these people. Just be like, I'm busy, man. You feel me? And let me tell you something. They will get mad. They get aggravated. They're like, what? How could you always be busy? Excuse me? You wasn't worrying about me when we guys was hanging out and you was dissing me and doing all of that. You wasn't worrying about me then. Now you're worrying about me. Now you care about my well-being and what's going on in my life. They only care when they're not involved. These are the toxic individuals you got to watch out for. And this is why battle with time will tell. Look, battle with time. Battle with time. Look at this. Look at this card. Battle with time. It shows you how much people really rock with you. People's going to bend, break, and fold in the most difficult climates. They ain't a fern like you. They ain't the first card that popped out. They're not like you. They're not a cactus. They don't grow and mature under tough conditions. So these are people that's going to bend, break. These are people that's going to try to give you the most mental breakdowns, the most mental heartaches, the most mental situations. I've had siblings do this to me. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? I've got a sibling that does this to me. I'm not going to name drop none of that, but I'm just saying. I'm going to let you guys know I went through it personally, which is why I can relate to it a lot deeper, which is why I can speak on it a lot more cleaner. So if you're lucky enough to see this video, if you're blessed and fortunate enough to see this video, I appreciate you guys even watching to this end. You guys are really getting the spook. You guys are really getting the scoop of a lot of things that's going on. But peace, like I said, if you guys want to achieve peace, you got to avoid people. The best. I'm got a family member. Until they started acting weird, I was going to go check up on them. But because I know they cahoots, which y'all seen the cahoot game is when you know what I'm saying, go. Because I knew that they tolerate, I should say, somebody else's BS, I'm not about to go hang out with this person or even conversate with this person. Why? Because you tolerate that person's BS. So which means it's like a gang thing. If you messing with this person, I can't mess with you because it's a squad thing. It's like everyone's for everyone in that situation. So what I do, I just sit back, I let everything play out. I'm good. I'm over her. It don't matter if I'm going up or down. It don't matter because my life is like this. It's a roller coaster ride. It don't matter. My point is I'm maturing through tough and situations. So you do the same. You sit back. When they ain't loyal to you, they ain't gonna be loyal to no one else because they ain't loyal to themselves. So that's why you wonder why that's so aggravating and all that. Because they're not loyal to themselves. They're not focused on themselves. They're so focused on the next person. So then they try to click up. And when they click up, they get split up. Why? Because like I said, you ain't loyal to yourself, you ain't gonna be loyal to nobody else. That's just what it is, man. Like that's as simple as I can put it. You want peace, you just gotta stay away. You know what I mean? It's better to be by yourself sometimes than anything. You and your honey, if you guys are in a relationship, you guys rock it out to yourself. You're in family, you're in a little clique, you're in a little household. Stay away from everybody, you feel me? That's the best way. I mean, be respectful. You could be respectful, you feel me, if they deserve it a little bit, you know. But, I mean, it ain't even point in feeding that negative. There's no point in feeding into that negativity. You know, you know what I'm saying? Self-defend yourself, of course. Like, if they want to get rowdy, if they want to, you feel me? Hey, man, you feel me? But trust me when I tell you, right? The negative people, they don't last in this universe. They don't. They don't last. And I'm not wishing death upon nobody. But when I say they don't last, I'm talking about in everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see certain people that was, you know, and I'm not speaking on everybody's situation. Because some people go through things they don't deserve. But I'm talking about people that go through things that you say, wow, just a year ago they was now because they done something they wasn't supposed to be doing. Not for everybody, not for everybody, but the people that you know exactly. Yeah, they wasn't paying the rent because they was taking the money that they were supposed to be putting here, and they was out clubbing or you know what I'm saying, enjoying life and making it rain and not handling the priorities. But then they'll talk about the next. You see, it's just plenty of different things that we could talk about, but we're not gonna get too deep into it, right? Because we'll wait till the next video to discuss more deep into it. Or, you know, as time goes, you guys will see more and get to know more and things like that. Advise you guys, go pick up a book. Put your phone on, go pick up a book, read a book, get your mental state. Remember, knowledge is power, knowledge is key. They don't want you to be knowledgeable. They do not want you to be knowledgeable. Right? Is why a lot of the older people right now, their lifestyle is different from the younger people. You know why the younger people I ain't gonna say all of that, but I'm just gonna say this. It's why the older people seem to have more wisdom. The lifestyle is different. So change your lifestyle, it will change your life, I promise you. And if it doesn't change your life today, it's definitely gonna change your, the way that you view life, for sure. It's gonna change your output on life, or your outlook on life, I should say. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this reading. My name is Micah. I have not mentioned it at all in this reading, but as you guys can see, you guys know Emperor Micah. Emperor Micah, that is my name. So hey, that's just my self-proclaimed way of just, treating myself, and you know what I'm saying. Everybody's an emperor, king, queen, all of that stuff. Whatever you wish to call yourself, the higher power. Hopefully, you guys are not putting yourself above the Lord. But as long as you guys are representing, royalty and things like that, because you are royal. We got to stand on that. Everybody has a place in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of heaven, everybody has a place. Everybody has a place. So make sure that you guys understand that. I just want to give you guys a quick send-off. Don't allow things to determine your actions. A lot of feelings. A lot of the devil's working extremely hard. But guess what? God's working extra harder. So they're going to crumble. You forgot? God, in the story of the Bible, God created Satan. Well, he didn't create Satan, but back when Satan was an angel. So you can't beat your creator. I don't know who he is trying to do, but you can't outsmart somebody that created you. So when you see all these people, these light workers making a difference, hey, coming on. Now everybody ain't solid, and you will see that. You're seeing a lot of these preachers, a lot of these people that claim to be religious, they're getting caught up in a lot of craziness. Give it time. Everything happens with time. It gets better with time. So you do see the real and the fake do separate when you definitely, it takes time. It takes time, but it happens. That's going to be the ending for this reading. I just wanted to share a little tea with you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video. Only if you enjoyed this video. Please do not like and share. And if you don't enjoy this video, there's no purpose in you doing that. You know what I mean? I only want real supporters, man. Real people. I don't mind dislikes and all that. I would rather people be honest with me. If you have a negative comment, drop it in the comment section below. I'm probably not going to respond the way you want me to, because it's a negative comment. But at least you're being honest with yourself, and more so being honest, more importantly with yourself, but also with me, right? Be honest with yourself, guys. Don't be out here just, doing it just because you see it's cool and all that. I know that's how people get. They see people supporting and they want to support. Don't be on that fake stuff, man. We ain't on that in real life. We ain't going to be on that on the internet. I'm just going to give it to you like this, raw, right? Because I educate myself and I want to educate you as well. But I don't know why the intro is taking so long. The outro is taking so long. But look, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Post notification if you want to see exactly when I drop a video. If you enjoy these videos, these readings, these messages, these spiritual guidance, these information, all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comment section below. All of that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Yep. See y'all soon.